everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and the nerfs, the buffs, they've been announced. There are so many buffs, it's crazy. We'll go over it. Did I get the nerfs right? Did I predict them right? Pretty much most of them. We'll go over it. I'm pretty happy about them. And there's gonna be, this patch will be going out live like an hour from whenever this is posted. 10 a.m. PST typically, or 1 p.m. Eastern time. And again, we hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. Ridiculous. I'm announcing the biggest giveaway yet for 50,000. I promise it'll be the last time I bug you guys with this. But 50,000, we got to do $50,000, right? Well, no, I don't have that much money, but I'm going to do $500 worth of Hearthstone packs out of my pocket, $100 to 5 different winners. All you have to do is like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to the channel, and you'll be entered to win a chance at winning $100 worth of Hearthstone packs. And I'll be giving that to 5 winners. It's the least I can do to give back for all the support you guys have shown me. And well, we got buffs, we got nerfs. Let's take a look at what they are. So, taking a look at the 23.2.2 patch notes, Drek'thar has been nerfed. It's been nerfed. People are like, they're not going to do it because there's a diamond version of it. Well, it now will summon 1 minion rather than 2, like I had predicted. I don't know how else you could have nerfed this card. Does it kill it? Pretty much. 1 minion, probably not worth giving your deck over, but that's the way it's going to go. And my understanding with the refund policy, they say here, if you're worried about the refund policy, if you own a diamond version, you will get 3,000 gold as a reward. You get to keep the card, and you get 3,000 gold. So can you really complain? Probably not. You're not getting 25 bucks back, but you're getting 3,000 gold, which is more than a mini set back. So I think that's a reasonable reward or compensation. And if you own regular Drek'thar, you will also of course get regular dust back for it. The golden one we all got for free, I believe, or you won't get reward back. So I don't think there's gonna be a big controversy. 3,000 gold I think is more than enough. And Drek'thar, yeah, I think that card's pretty rip. 1 minion is going to hurt it substantially. Multi-strike, the other card I predicted as well, going to 2 mana, just 2 efficient removal. This is still going to be in every Demon Hunter deck. It's still going to be incredible, but it hurts the deck significantly in that it doesn't just auto beat every early game deck as quickly, although still pretty much does. I think at 2 mana, you're going to be like, wow, this cost 1, it's still insane at 2. But yes, multi-strike gets hit. Again, slowing Demon Hunter down. It's important. Letting other board-based decks have a chance to survive. And I think that should work out pretty well there. So yes, multi-strike to 2 mana. And rather than the nerfing the Hunter quest, this was the, I thought the Hunter quest would get nerfed. No, Dragonbane Shot is getting nerfed to 3 mana. So this is the best card arguably in Quest Hunter, so it's harder to repeat. You know, it's 3 mana, it's less flexible. It's a big nerf to the card. Slows the deck down. I wish they would just nerf the quest, but we're gonna nerf everything other than the quest forever and ever. We're doing that approach with the quest line. Again, I think this really hurts the deck. This is a significant increase in mana. 3 mana deal 2 sucks. And now, you know, it's repeatable, but even on like your own Huffers and stuff, it's still 3 mana. So that's a big deal. You'll note though, no Control Warrior nerf, no Shield Shatter, no From the Depths. I think that might be a mistake. That's the one thing to me that stands out. No Control Warrior change. And I'm worried about that. Warrior's ridiculous. And From the Depths in particular, the big mana cheat card, I think is going to be problematic going forward, but they're not nerfing it yet. There's definitely tons of counters to Warrior, unlike Demon Hunter, which didn't have much. If you look at the matchup spread for Control Warrior, tons of decks can beat it. So we'll see what happens, but I think that might be the big miss in terms of nerfs, is that Warrior's not hit. But we got buffs, and we have a lot of them. Xylag is being buffed. Arena players, be worried. This card's already pretty good in Arena. The stocks will now do 2 damage rather than 1. So yeah, that's a lot more damage. That's times you're looking at 4 damage when or 8 damage when this comes down now. That is a lot. And yeah, this card all of a sudden is a heck of a lot scarier. And again, if this survives, you're looking at 3 damage, then 4 damage. That's a big threat. So yeah, I don't know if it's enough to elevate it in standard, but arena players are probably like, oh my god, please ban this card from arena. But we'll see if it makes the cut in standard. Harpoon Gun, which I think is actually already an insanely good card. I'm surprised they're buffing this card. Dredge reduced the cost by 2 if it's a beast. Now you're by 3. So your Rat King becomes 2 mana, or whatever big beast by 3 mana is gross. This card's insanely good in those decks. Those decks aren't amazing, but it's like buffing the best card. It's actually pretty nuts to me. This is a big deal. Beast Hunter's getting a huge asset. And I've seen people run Harpoon Gun in non-beast decks just because the Dredge is good. So that is a huge buff. Absolutely nuts. As well as Pet Collectors now a 4/4 rather than a 3/3. Again, one of the better performing cards. Get some extra stats. And at least it's not cheating out minions that cost like 6 or 7 less. But yeah, Beast Hunter getting some more support, as well as a Rarran Saber is now a 4/3 rush rather than a 3/3, and the Sunken Saber is a 4/3 as well. So both parts are getting buffed. Both parts trade up a bit better. Beast Hunter, they want it to be a thing. I want it to be a thing, to be honest. The deck's really sweet. And I think Hunter Means will be really happy that 3 of the best cards in the deck all got buffed. Like, that is incredible. So yeah, Rarran Saber, Pet Collector, Harpoon Gun, Beast Hunter getting significant buffs across the board. Blackwater Behemoth, these are the 2 I predicted for Priest. They both happen. Blackwater Behemoth is a 7 mana 8/10. Straight up, just it's 7 mana for that much stats. Pretty nuts. Whirlpool is 8 mana now rather than 9. So it works with the quest line. So Priest, Control Priest, getting some help, not the mana cheat style stuff. So I appreciate that. Will it be enough to elevate those archetypes? Absolutely no idea, but I like the changes. And I mean, I predicted them. How can I not like them, right? So yeah, pretty good stuff. Priest players should be happy. Shadowcloth Needle, buff to 1 mana. This is a buff in duels for Elise, Twig, Sphere, Sapient style stuff. You can play Shadowcloth instead. But yeah, 1 mana. We got a follower live on the video. Anyways, yeah, Shadowcloth Needle is buff, so that's pretty good. I don't know if that's really going to help Shadow Priest. It feels like more of a random one. They lost Raised Dead. They lost a lot of good stuff, but maybe it's enough to get that Shadow Priest archetype going. But I'd be surprised. Serpent Wig now gives +1/+2. +1/+1 seem bad. It just seemed bad. Now you're getting +1 health. It's still, there's like a spell in Paladin that gave +1/+2 that never saw play, but it's repeatable every time you played a Naga. Again, I don't think this is going to elevate the deck. I still think it has the same problems, but again, another buff for Priest. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have Rogue. Rogue has some buffs, and I was worried they're gonna buff all the pirate cards and make Pirate Rogue insane. They're buffing the Burgle and SI stuff. So Tooth of Nefarian goes to 2 mana. That's one I think I had pitched basically. If they were going to do that, makes sense. It's in line with, like, you know, the Shaman Frost spell that deals 3 honorable kill. Next spell costs more. I think that's fine. At 3 mana, it seemed a lot, you know, a little silly. It's cheap burn for Rogue, which can be scary, but I think it's good. Burgle Rogue can use it, Burn Rogue can use it. It can be used in multiple archetypes. I expect this to be basically auto-include in a lot of decks now. So you'll be seeing a lot of Tooth and Nefarian, SI Smuggler, back to where it was. It was bugged originally. Then they fixed it to not be bugged, and now they just put it back to when you start, it's a 1 cost minion. No longer starts at 0 cost. So if you're trying to Shadow Step the Priest Legendary minion, can't do that anymore. So that helps out the Quest Rogue deck, because it's the only deck you're going to run it in. But yeah, that's back. And we buffed Wildpaw Knoll for some reason. We want 0 mana 4/5s again. I mean, I guess Secret Passage is gone, so it's less likely to happen, but I think this is stupid. I'm sorry, I don't agree with this one. Why do we want to go back down the road of zero mana nulls? That was stupid. Yeah, again, Passage is gone, but it didn't take that much for this to be 0 mana. I don't agree with this buff. I don't think we want Burgle Rogue to be good because, again, 0 mana nulls and all that. And then Tess Greymane. Nova's so upset about it, she just took a dump. And then we have Tess Greymane going to 7 mana, solid buff for Burgle Rogue. Comes down a bit earlier, still probably not good enough, honestly, but Burgle Rogue enthusiasts should be happy. And then we have Henge Clan Burglar buffed to a 4/4. I thought they would make this 3 mana. Instead, they gave it an extra health. I feel like at 3 mana, like a 3/3, it just would have been a lot more doable or viable. As a 4 mana 4/4, I don't know if it really helps out enough to make Burgle Rogue. I feel like Burgle Rogue still isn't going to make the cut. And the only card that will see play if it does is Wildpaw Knoll, because it might be a 0 mana Yeti with Rush. And then Warlock, the 2 cards I predicted to get buffed, did get buffed. Rather than making Seer Chris 2 mana though, it's a 3 mana 3/4. Probably a smarter move, honestly, because making a really cheap Abyssal Curse card that can be copied with Bran and Zola is probably not the way to go. And Drag Below is now 3 mana, like Shadow Bolt, so the Abyssal Curse gets a little bit more efficient, a little bit better stats. Still going to suffer from the same problems. I don't know if it's going to take off. Again, I don't know if players want that to take off, so again, good. And they buffed 2 of the Murloc cards here, 2 of the Murloc cards. The one that gives you the card that buffs stuff in your hand, instead of being a 3 mana 3/4, it's a 2 mana 2/3. So that's the way they buffed it. They couldn't buff the stats, so they buffed the mana cost, where this comes down sooner, you can dredge it out sooner and buff your stuff. So that's some help to Murloc Warlock. And you could play Bloodsent Valfin on turn 3 now. It's a 3 mana 3/4 rather than 4 mana 4/4, and cheat out your Gigafin. That's pretty nuts. So Murloc Warlock, which is not that bad, got a lot of help too. So tons of buffs, a good amount of nerfs. I'm happy with most of it. Knoll scares me, lack of warrior nerfs scare me, and there's some Battlegrounds changes and other stuff, but we're gonna go over that for now. And yeah, catch me on stream later. We'll be streaming a lot of this stuff, seeing how it impacts the ladder, and let me know in the comments below how you feel, and of course enter the giveaway. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.